Hello, I'm Jafar Madu with your Civil Rights team, and as an African American student myself, it is exceptionally important to me that we promote and fight for civil rights and civil liberties. You know, we talk a lot about how we want to be a welcoming and inclusive community, but we don't see much action done on that, and this year as a Civil Rights team, we really wanted to highlight and focus on that. So what we've done is created a short little video that we're showcasing now with interviews from teachers and staff to showcase why they care and what it means to them. Obviously, your time is very valuable and we don't want to waste that, but we would really appreciate if you took the time to listen and to just kind of take it all in because we believe it will help promote a more welcoming and inclusive community. Thank you so much for your time and we hope you enjoy the video.
My name is Emma Look, and doing something like this with our Civil Rights team is very important to me because I've been a member since my freshman year, which means I was able to be a part of this club with the people who brought it to Brewer High School in the first place. I've been able to see where it's been and where it's going. I think the Day of Welcome is important because we get to highlight our 6 pillars, which are disability, religion, gender, sexuality, national origin, and race. Our Day of Welcome is meant to highlight our acceptance and welcomeness of these groups, and it's especially important in our Brewer School community. So today we asked a few teachers some questions about how they feel about our Day of Welcome and about civil rights as a whole. Really hope you guys enjoy.
Hi, Brewer High School. Mrs. Purse.
Ms. McLaughlin.
We are the advisors of your Civil Rights team. We welcome any and all individuals that would like to participate or join the Civil Rights team.
Listen closely to the following messages which support our community that includes and welcomes all.
Hello, Miss McLaughlin.
Well, hello, Jafar. Hi.
So, I was wondering if you had any little stories that you would like to share regarding civil rights.
One of the biggest things for me about the Civil Rights team falls under disabilities because it's a personal area in my life. Growing up, I had 2 siblings that were disabled in wheelchairs, and all they wanted was to be treated like everyone else. And when they went to school, that's exactly what happened. They were just like everyone else. Despite the fact they couldn't walk, they had the same grades, they had the same expectations, and they even wanted to get in trouble a couple times. So they wanted people to accept them. And I'm hoping that that's what happens in our community. That's the civil rights way.
Hello, Mr. Slow.
Hi, Jafari. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thanks.
So, I just had a few questions for you today. What does civil rights mean to Brewer?
Well, I think civil rights is extremely important to Brewer, and Brewer High School in particular. I think about students when they come to the door in the morning. I want every single student, when they come to the school, when they get off the bus, they get out of the car, whatever it might be, when they get to those doors, I want them to feel not accepted or tolerated. I want them to feel like they belong, and I think that's what this is about. That Brewer High School is a place where it's their school. They belong here, and I think ultimately that's what civil rights is all about.
And so you believe that the Week of Welcome is a very important step to showcasing that.
I think it's enormously important. We talk all the time about this being your school, and those small actions that every one of us take individually, that determines who we are as a school. It may seem like just a simple smile or hello or welcome, but those things make such a big difference in people's lives. And it really dictates and determines who we are as a school.
Thank you, Mr. Slow. Any final closing comments?
Nope. I'm just glad that the Civil Rights team is taking this on and bringing it to our forefront and the forefront of our minds.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hello, Mr. King.
Hello.
So, I just wanted to ask a few questions today related to Day of Welcome, Week of Welcome. Why do you think mentally it's important for kids to feel accepted at school?
Well, this should be a safe place, a haven from any other, whether it's home or out in the community, a place where we can all come and know that we're safe and not being judged and treated equally. A lot of students have challenging situations outside of school, and this should be a respite from that.
And are there any personal pillars that relate to you and may have factored into your idea to become a social worker?
Well, really, so I grew up it was in a very nice, loving family. I feel very fortunate for the households and the parents I have and families that I have. And the older I got, the more I knew that not everyone was as fortunate. And so I felt like it was a little bit of a obligation for me to help other people and share the fortune that I've had. And so that started off working with children and families who have mental health or behavioral health diagnosis, whether that's autism, an intellectual disability, ADHD, oppositional defiant disorder, something that kind of stands out and makes them exceptional in some way. And so it's important to me, especially having had those experiences, that we don't judge people based on things that they can't control.
All right. Thank you, Mr. King. Any other final words?
I guess my final words would just be acceptance and inclusion of everyone wherever they want to be, and being aware of language we use, how we treat other people, always being a model, and always trying to do better, and also recognizing that there are a lot of components to a person, whether it's a disability, family heritage, that we can't necessarily see. So just know that you don't know who you're talking to all the time. You don't know their background. You don't know what struggles they're going through. Everyone's having, fighting a war that we know nothing about. And you need to give people the benefit of the doubt that they're doing their best and trying their best, and to include everyone and be mindful that you never know who's hearing you or watching you who could be really hurt and upset by your actions or your words. So kind of the age-old rule, the golden rule of treat other people the way that you like to be treated, I think is a good way to live your life.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. King.
You're welcome.
Okay. Could you start by introducing yourself?
Hi, I'm Mrs. Martin, and I teach English here at the high school. I'm also one of the advisors for our GSA club.
And when you think about civil rights, what comes to mind?
I think about, equity for all, acceptance of everyone's, unique qualities that make us human.
Okay. And why do you believe civil rights are really important?
Well, I think it's important in our society for everyone to feel welcome so they can flourish and be the best, versions of themselves, and, feeling accepted makes you able to, reach your potential and to grow and to be part of our community.
Awesome. And one more question. What value do you think this Day of Welcome brings to our Brewer community?
I think it is something that we do need in our school. I think that everyone needs to be more, accepting and feeling more connected with each other in our school. So the Day of Welcome could be a nice chance to kind of recognize that we have all of these different backgrounds and identities, but that we are all part of a community together.
All right. If you could introduce yourself.
I am Janessa Trebway, French teacher here at Brewer High School.
And when you think about civil rights, what comes to mind?
When I think about civil rights, I think about giving a voice to those who might not necessarily have one. I think about standing up for anyone who might not feel welcome here in Brewer. So civil rights means that all people are created equal, have what they need in terms of school. It means they have what they need in a safe environment to learn and to thrive.
And what value do you think the Day of Welcome brings to the Brewer community?
Oh, I think this is so wonderful. I was really excited to get the email that Civil Rights is doing this and doing this video as a day of welcoming, because some students here don't necessarily feel like they have a voice or a place for their voice to be heard. So I think this opens the door for that dialogue, and someone who might be feeling like they don't belong here in Brewer can watch this video and know that there are people who will hear them and people who will advocate for them and their needs, and that all are welcome, because I think that's what we're striving for. I know it's what I strive for, that all are welcome, that we are creating an inclusive classroom and learning environment here at Brewer.
Hola, Señora Smith.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, ¿y tú?
Muy bien, gracias.
So I just had a few questions today relating to Day of Welcome, Week of Welcome. Why do you believe that fighting for civil rights is important?
Because it's important that everybody here and anywhere is treated the same way. Me being from another country, I think it's very important that I want to be treated the same, and I want to make sure that everybody have the same treatment as well.
And what value do you think Day of Welcome / Week of Welcome brings to our school?
Well, it brings the opportunity to make everybody feel welcome, and everybody make them feel that they're gonna look the same. Doesn't matter how you look physically, doesn't matter what you believe on, doesn't matter if you have a disability. Okay, we are all students that come here for the same goal, that is to learn and be feeling welcome.
Gracias, Señora Smith.
De nada, gracias.
Anything else you want to add?
I just want to welcome everybody, and I want to let you know that really how this team is doing to you is want to feel you that you are part of our school, and doesn't matter what you believe, where you are from, your race, your color, your religion, everybody is treated the same here. Adios.
Hi, I'm Miss Edwards, a social studies teacher here at Brewer High School.
Thank you for being willing to do this interview with us today. Why do you believe civil rights are important?
I think from a historical perspective, we have developed a society where we have created a need to protect individuals who are often seen as different or outside of the norm. I think that from a historical standpoint has looked different during different generations, but civil rights movements, the push for equality is not a new thing for our nation, nor is it something that'll ever truly go away. So continuing to protect these classes is ultimately the responsibility of all of our citizens from here till forever.
Thank you, really, really good points. And last but not least, what value do you think having a day of welcome brings to our Brewer High community?
I think promoting acceptance on any level is probably the quintessential aspect of a high school education. Understanding that you should be uniquely you and who you were born to be and can be accepted for who you are is invaluable when it comes to self-expression and will be forever tied to your high school experience. And at Brewer High School, we are an accepting community, and so having a day where we can celebrate that, I think, is really important for all of our students to see.
Thank you so much. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we end the video?
I think this is a great opportunity that this is going out there and that all of these kids will see it.
Thank you so much.
Hey everyone, this is Charlotte Morelli from the Civil Rights team. I want to thank you for your time and for watching the video. I can't wait to see all of the support by wearing your colors this coming week. And let's remember to carry this on beyond the Welcome Week, because we are a community of caring. And remember, make it a great day. Go Witches!